I embarked on a journey of a lifetime to Uganda, Africa on April 7th. I went with an open mind, open heart, and ready to leave a footprint. The trip ended up changing me, left me inspired and rethinking my own priorities. Upon arriving in Uganda and making my way to the city of Mbali, I was surrounded by the lush green vegetation, contrasted against the winding red dirt roads. The beauty was breathtaking. Not only was the nature so wonderful, but so were the people. My first visit to Faith Radio, I met a young man named Ronnie. He lives without fear and such a dependence on his faith, even after being beaten and nearly killed in the streets. Ronnie was attacked by a group of men as he walked home one night. He was targeted because of the good news he was sharing on the radio and left for dead. Ronnie was found bloodied from 2 large punctures in the back of his head, just behind his ears. The doctor said he would live, but never be able to hear again. Ronnie fearlessly returned to work at the radio station, and he believes a higher power should be given the praise for his hearing being almost entirely restored. Although I was asked to share lessons and give listeners guidance during my visits, each day it was the amazing resilience and determination of these people that left a mark on my life. I had the joy to love on over 500 children at Impact Ministries. My first visit was overwhelming, adjusting to the conditions and the limited resources that children live with each day. Many of these children came from the streets having nothing.
Actually, made us displaced people, homeless people, refugees, and we ended up by eating from people's homes, staying at people's homes.
Impact gives every child a safe place to rest their head at night, 3 meals a day, a good education, and a hope that the best things are still ahead.
For this ministry, I'm seeing my life progressing, and I know there are best things ahead that God has promised and purposed for me, that even my eyes haven't yet seen, my ears haven't yet heard, and my hands have not yet touched.
The smiles of these children are contagious, their energy awe-inspiring. Every morning the children would meet for assembly. The headmaster would encourage participation and discipline for the day. Some students would stand at the front and lead 500 in morning praise. There was singing, dancing, and smiling. I was totally intoxicated by the worship of the children. Hearing their voices and seeing their expressions just melted my heart. These children are without mothers and fathers.
Yes, I'm an orphan, total orphan actually.
I met John at Impact. He's a young man now who grew up at the orphanage because rebel armies killed his parents. I asked John what life is like.
My life was like actually stressing at times and adjusting, but all in all, I thank God by His grace we lived up to where we are today.
He is ambitious, going to school 6 days a week and walking the distance because he knows education is his freedom.
Walk on foot to and fro. Sometimes.
How long does it take you to get to school?
It takes me around 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
One way?
It's one hour for going, 1 hour for coming.
And even with the odds against them, these children are incredibly strong. They are dreamers and visionaries, wanting to have an impact on their world.
My dream is to see that we change Uganda.
This journey was marked by many emotions, cultural differences, and new experiences. And even though I traveled alone, I took the support and contributions of this community with me. To everyone in this community, I say thank you. And the children say thank you. Thank you for loving us.
What an amazing story, Ashley. And I know you are taking away a lot of experiences from this trip, but what's probably the one thing that stuck out the most?
Well, one thing I said, I was just so inspired by the strength of these people. They have so little, but yet can be so happy. So I thought I was going there to serve them, and I think I was the one that was changed in the long run.
And it looks as though we saw from the end of your story that you were handing out shirts. Those were some of the clothes that you collected right here in Alabama. You took how many hundreds of pounds of luggage with you?
About 300 pounds of luggage.
By yourself?
By myself. And fortunately they had wheels. So I traveled with those over there. We were able to distribute t-shirts, flip-flops, writing utensils, and toys and reading books for children over there. Nearly 500 orphans all had something in their hand from right here in the river region.
And you fed them too?
We did. We fed them for 2 weeks.
And what about somebody here now who says, I'd like to do something? Is there something that we can do to reach out as well?
Well, you can always send me an email, because there's still ways that we can actually donate towards the children over there by feeding them and providing some of their needs.
All right. Thanks so much, Ashley.
Inspirational story.